The deception of the world, selfishness, and human manipulation in Islam. In Islam, the problem is not that the physical world is an illusion. Rather, the illusion is how people perceive it. They become deceived by wealth, status, power, desires, and the opinions of others. The Quran repeatedly reminds us that this worldly life is temporary. Allah says that the life of this world is only enjoyment of deception. See Quran. Sen E by Shuol. This means people often mistake temporary things for permanent success. Human nature. The Prophet Muhammad taught that every human struggles against three enemies: the ego, nafs, Satan, worldly temptations. The ego constantly wants praise, control, superiority, revenge, attention. Many scholars explain that when people follow their ego, lying and manipulation naturally increase. Selfishness. The Prophet Salam said, "None of you truly believes until he loves for his brother what he loves for himself." Selfishness destroys families, friendships, and communities. Examples include using others for money, pretending friendship for personal benefit, emotional manipulation, exploiting trust. Islam teaches sincerity instead. Lies. The Prophet repeatedly warned against lying. He taught that truthfulness leads to righteousness, while lying leads to corruption. Scholars explain that lies are dangerous because one lie often requires many more to maintain it. Emotional manipulation. Although the modern phrase emotional manipulation is new, the behavior is condemned in Islam. Examples include making someone feel guilty to control them, pretending to be weak to gain power, spreading rumors, using religion to control people, twisting facts. The Prophet was always honest and straightforward. He never manipulated emotions for personal gain. Love of power. Many classical scholars observe that people often seek power more than wealth. Ibn Taymiyyah explained that many sins arise from two desires: desire for wealth, desire for status and leadership. People sometimes lie because they want influence over others. The NAFS, the ego. Al-Ghazali wrote extensively about the diseases of the heart. These include pride, envy, greed, showing off, arrogance. He explained that these diseases make a person believe they are right, even when they are wrong. This is one of the greatest forms of self-deception. The tricks of Satan. Islam teaches that Satan rarely begins by encouraging major sins. Instead, he starts with small compromises. Just tell one lie. Get revenge this once. You deserve more than everyone else. Over time, these become habits. Why people control others. According to many scholars, people manipulate others because they fear losing respect, losing money, losing relationships. LOSING, control. Instead of trusting Allah, they trust manipulation. The Prophet Muhammad Salam as the example. Even his enemies called him truthful before Islam. He never lied for advantage, betrayed trust, humiliated people unnecessarily, used fear for personal gain. He corrected people with wisdom and mercy. Signs someone is controlled by their ego. Classical scholars mention signs such as always needing to win arguments, inability to admit mistakes, blaming others, constant jealousy, seeking praise, hiding the truth, manipulating emotions, protecting yourself. The Prophet ﷺ taught believers to speak truthfully, avoid gossip, forgive others, remember Allah often, be humble, keep sincere intentions, judge themselves before judging others. The heart. Islam teaches that the heart is the center of spiritual life. If the heart becomes corrupt, speech becomes corrupt, relationships become corrupt, actions become corrupt. If the heart is purified, honesty increases, compassion grows, trust develops, peace enters the person's life. Advice from scholars. Ibn al-Qayyim said that many people become prisoners of their own desires rather than being imprisoned by others. Al-Ghazali taught that true freedom is freedom from the domination of one's ego. Ibn Taymiyyah emphasized that sincerity toward Allah frees a person from seeking constant approval from people. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ taught that the greatest struggle is to purify one's own heart. The Quran does not describe the world itself as an illusion, but warns that attachment to it can deceive us. Selfishness, lying, and manipulating others all stem from allowing the ego to rule over truth and justice. The Islamic path is to cultivate sincerity, ikhlas, truthfulness, sidqa, patience, sabr, trust in Allah, tawakkul, and humility, tawadu. By doing so, a person becomes less vulnerable to deception both from others and from their own ego envials. Relationships based on honesty, mercy, and trust